Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. Hey.
Welcome to the Marcus and Chris show, starring Marcus and Chris.
I'm Marcus.
And I'm Chris.
Most of the time.
Yeah. And this week we're doing something a bit different. Our regular viewer will know that normally we put a Marcus and a Chris into a gladiatorial combat.
Well,
try and see.
I wouldn't call it a gladiatorial.
Try to see who comes out on top. This week, well, we're going to be trying to get to know each other a bit better.
Because we don't really know each other.
We don't.
We know the basics.
The producers told us, this is Marcus, this is Chris. Make a show. Win yourselves some awards.
This looks funny on the camera.
What we're going to be doing is just asking hypothetical questions.
Of each other.
Of each other. Ask a few each to be right at a time.
Yeah.
And what you're seeing, therefore, is going to be, you know, a sort of a Q&A, but without the A.
No, there is.
It will be A, yeah.
There will be.
There will be A. In fact, if anything, there'll be too much A. You will know too much about us by the time we're finished.
Probably.
Yeah. Who wants to go first, you or me?
You go first, because your name starts with a C.
This is true. That is the international rule of going first. Okay, here's a question for you. I'm going to start us nice and simple.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Would you rather have no arms, yeah, or only be able to see things that are green? I'm just starting off with the standard questions.
Well, everything has green because of Roy G. with the light thing. Science.
Don't try and throw your science at me. I'm talking about what we perceive as green.
Yeah.
You can only see those.
So what?
And it's not like you see everything else in black and white. It's invisible, and then just green. You're basically blind, except there are green things. Which I would argue is worse than being blind.
Yeah, no arms. I'd go no arms because I get confused if I was walking through the streets and I can only see trees. I can't see the traffic or anything else.
You better see green traffic, and the most important light.
And the most important light.
You better know where you could walk.
Yeah. No arms. Chris?
Arms? But no arms is like a definite disadvantage.
So is not being able to see anything besides green.
Have you not seen the documentary Daredevil?
No.
Daredevil is able to hear sound.
Not a documentary.
Because he's blind.
It's a movie.
You'd be just as good as Daredevil.
But green.
If, on the odd chance, one of your enemies decided it was going to name himself like the Green Mantis or whatever, you'd be like, joke's on you, bitch. I can see you. And he'd be all like, no.
I think this is one of those cases where there's too much A. Yeah, I'd rather lose my arms.
You will never hold anyone's hand ever again.
No, I can hold them with my foot.
You'll never hug anyone.
I can hug someone.
Unless they're
with
Tarantino,
my body.
No one wants to be hugged by your feet.
I can hug people with my body, with my torso. Just wrap it around like a snake.
Hug me without using your arms. That is the weirdest thing you've ever done. That's not... I'm not going to say nice. It's intimate. It's intimate.
So you don't need... You can have intimacy without arms.
But it's not. Hugging, the great thing about hugging is it's like, oh, hi Marcus, we're casual acquaintances who haven't seen each other for a while. There's a hug for that.
Don't ever touch me again.
Oh, we're like passionate lovers. I'm not going to mind that on you, but there's a hug for that. Without arms, all you can do is very intimate. You have no... I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But you have no gradation on your intimacy. You can only be... Whoa! You're going to not be able to do that when you... I'll be there being all...
My turn to ask a question.
Ask me a question.
Alright, Chris.
Yep.
My question to you is this. Okay? If...
Well, I really should have thought of this before you come to your chance.
New question. There was a room you were trapped in, and the only way to get out is to choose A or B.
Okay.
It's basically this room.
Yeah.
So, you can either go through the A door to get out.
Yep.
Which is you have to kill a baby seal.
Okay.
Or you have to go through the other door.
Yep.
And Shakespeare would never exist.
Ooh.
Two baby seals.
I'd go through B. Okay, no. Let me check here.
3 baby seals.
Let me.
A hive.
You're bouncing now?
Yeah.
How much value do you put on an individual seal? No. Let me
A family of seals, including.
Let me analyze this.
Yeah.
If I take option B, am I still aware that Shakespeare existed?
No.
Then I take B.
No, you are aware then.
See, no, it's good. I take B either way. Because if I don't know that Shakespeare's existed, that's fine.
But then you lose like so much theatre and so much history.
I have other interests, Marcus.
No, but the world loses so much theatre. This is very... You can't be that selfish, can you, Chris?
Yes. Yes, I can. I'm not going to say I know every line that Shakespeare's ever written. I'm pretty sure I can recite most of A Midsummer Night's Dream. I'll just hand that in and be like, there you go, guys. There's one of the greatest pieces of literature.
But how would you know?
No, I wouldn't be like Shakespeare wrote it. I'd be like, look what I just did. I just wrote To Be or Not to Be. Give me money. I've become the world's greatest poet. And if you're so right that Shakespeare's never existed and we're living in this kind of cultural wasteland as a result, it'll be even more prized. And I will become like a literary god. So thank you, Marcus. I will take option B. And the seals get to survive as well.
It's good.
Yeah, you just won the game. What benefit is there to killing the seals?
None.
Exactly.
Except maybe a nice, like...
hat?
Waistcoat?
Yeah, I do like waistcoats. There's something you can learn about me. Okay, Marcus, here's my one for you. Would you rather your skin is transparent, it's see-through, or your thoughts are broadcast to the world? Not all your, just sort of, you know how you have surface thoughts. So whatever the sort of current thought running in your head was, that gets broadcast to the world. Or your skin is completely transparent. And you're hairless as well, so there's no, like... You can have face, you like have hair, hair.
Thought thing.
Really? You want everyone to know? Like the main... If a girl walked into a bar, you wouldn't be able to keep up your little illusion of, oh, I'm so innocent and just want to be friends. Everyone in the bar would hear you think, whoa, check out the rack on that one. And that will be a day I will cherish.
Okay, see-through skin.
Freak.
What about everyone can see my skin, like, broadcast across...
Your skin will be broadcast.
Yeah. It's a mix. I don't know.
Everyone's just getting constant updates on how your skin's going.
He's getting a bit burnt. He's moisturised.
Hey guys, have you heard about Murcs' skin?
It's moisturising.
It's so skin. Just before you accused me of being a major narcissist for not wanting to kill some seals, I gave you 2 options in which you suffer. And your immediate response was to make everyone in the world know what your skin was doing. What was your answer? No, you have to answer. A or B. Skin, see-through, or transmitted thoughts?
Transmitted thoughts. Don't ask why.
Check out the rack on that one.
Question to you.
Brings other boys to the yard, and they're like... Sorry. I'll give you some thinking music if you want.
Yep. No, you will play some thinking music.
Oh, okay. Great. I've been replaced by you in post. Fantastic. Yeah, you're already going to win these arguments anyway.
Why?
Because you are editing it. So I could make all these really elegant points, and instead you just...
If you had the choice between 2 superpowers,
Ooh, okay.
The first one,
Yep.
being able to turn into a lamp at any point in time.
Yep.
Or B, being able to floss anyone's teeth within an instant of a second to keep their teeth nice and healthy, and their gums. Which one would you choose and why?
Am I living in this world, or am I living in a world where there are superheroes?
I do not know.
I guess I would pick... the flossing one. Because dentists do have quite a... They get paid a lot. That's my understanding.
But you're not a qualified dentist in this situation. You're someone who has floss on them.
But I can floss people within an instant of a second. I would get... Is this magic floss? Like, is it just a one floss, your teeth are better, or do people still have to floss regularly?
You still have to floss regularly.
But they can just do it really quickly.
Really quickly. Like, instant of it.
Okay, well, I'd still do it, because maybe occasionally I'd be able to help someone floss. But I could also use that power on myself.
So you'd pick the flossing?
I'd pick the flossing. I'd pick magic flossing.
So why not the lamp?
The lamp to me is a more useful power if you're going to be called upon to be a superhero.
Why?
Because you can be like, oh no, there's someone coming in, lamp.
Oh, yes, that's true.
Hey, there's a nice lamp over there. Okay, let's discuss our plan.
Hmm.
That's a fine power.
True.
In my life, just because I can turn into a lamp, I'm not going to run off and become Lamp Man. Because if the moment people know there's a crime fighter running around who can turn into a lamp,
They'll look around for lamps.
they're more They're more suspicious of lamps. Would you rather have a fivesome, you and 4 girls, or
Chocolate.
well, that's not even a fair question.
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Is Tinder for casual sex or lasting friendships? Not even relationships. Friendships. I'll tell you the answer. It's the first one, and Marcus doesn't know how to use it properly.
Too many people. Too many
bodies.
Cooks spoil the broth, and in this case, it's too many.
Are you the broth in this?
No, the broth is just the sex, I think.
Do you call your penis the broth?
No! I got it.
I should be calling your penis the broth. Just for that. I am going to force conversations about sex. So I can just be like, hey, do you know Marcus calls his penis the broth?
That's not a thing.
Hi, Marcus's potential sex partner.
Stop trying to make broth a thing. It's not going to happen.
I'm wingman you so hard.
You know what yours is going to get? I'm going to name yours Willie Shakespeare.
Ah, clever.
Down there's much ado about nothing.
Oh, nice.
No, I can't do that.
You know what they say?
No.
Oh, okay.
If you could have one of 2 professions.
Okay.
The first profession being a leading director in film.
Director?
Film,
okay.
yes.
Yep.
Leading director in film. But your career is quite short. You have a few big ones, and then you kind of simmer out.
Am I still around? Or am I...
You're still around.
Okay.
You're not...
No one does that.
So you're still around, but you're forever known for those big ones you did, but you haven't been capable of making a big one since. Or you are a theatre director who finds his success late in life. It goes for roughly the same amount of time. So at the start, it's quite
you're
hard.
asking, do I want to get
films
my achievement
early on, films early on, or theatre late.
Now, so if I pick the film director one, you say that I make a few big films early on,
and
I kind of peter out. Does that mean that
Don't get Peter involved in this. All right?
Leave Peter out of it.
You leave Peter out of this. For those who haven't seen Fry and Laurie, that's Fry and Laurie.
If you haven't seen Fry and Laurie and you're watching this, what the hell are you doing?
Why aren't you watching Fry and Laurie?
Just watch it now, and then come back, and then we get 2 views out of it.
Yeah.
No, okay, if I pick the film director one, you say I sort of fizzle out. Is that I just stop making, like, massive films? Do I still have a career?
No, you get bad. People don't like your films much anymore.
Ooh. Am I still getting paid a lot of film director money for it?
Not a lot. Average amounts of film directing money.
Well, the average amount of film director money is still quite a bit.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, I'd say I pick film. I mean, get famous early on, maybe try and ride that success, even ironically. That's probably enough money to
buy a horse?
Live comfortably, buy a horse, buy an apartment somewhere. Maybe later on I could do kind of like a Jean-Claude Van Damme,
Come back for when
Come back, but I'm ironic, I'm like, I was that guy that made that fantastic film,
like James Cameron.
Like James Cameron. Except not James Cameron.
Except not James
Cameron, but with a better sense of humour. And like Ridley Scott, if he wasn't all like, I'm putting everything I know about filmmaking into this film, and then it's Prometheus, and you're like, what the fuck was that? The actual... That was the actual film? That was what he wanted the film to look like. So I picked that one, the film director one.
Film one, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks for watching this far.
Thanks for watching.
If you have.
We'll be back next week. Our topic for discussion then will be animals. Can they have thoughts?
And why?
And also, which dinosaur would make the best noble steed? Join us next week when our question would be, would you rather live at the bottom of the ocean or on the moon?
Live with the bottom of the ocean, like friends.
In a relationship with the bottom of the ocean. Honey, I'm home! That's what the ocean sounds like.
Okay.